Good evening, Silver Wolverine and Mr. V Rose.
Hi, Nick.
Like,
How you doing, Nick?
Hey, SW. How you doing?
Good. You, Mr. Viros?
Good, thanks.
Oh, we got a lot.
Missed you, Nick. What's happening?
Oh, not too much. Not too much. Hi, David and George. Flag City Parks and Can. I'm surprised he's with us. I'm sure he's got to be extremely tired right now.
He's on his second win.
Well, he's got to be because he was pretty much up all evening. And I do want to talk about that as well. Freaking awesome. And Silver Patriot. I hope I didn't miss anybody. And Flying Dutchman and Metal Braveheart. Metal Dragon Braveheart. I'm sorry, I can only see halfway. So, anything new, you guys?
What's new, SW?
Not much. I've been on the hunt for a 1996 American Silver Eagle. That's all that's up with me, and I'm not finding any deals on them, so I haven't bought any yet.
Mm-hmm. I hear you.
And Lester and Red Light just joined us, and Ernest. Good to see you.
Good evening, everyone.
Good. So we were just at the Coin Tribe channel the other night, and Toys what was it? An auction.
Toys for Tots.
Toys for Tots. There you go. I was getting tongue tied. And my goodness, that started at 8 o'clock, and I think it went till 2 in the morning.
Yeah.
I'm not mistaken. I mean, that's the time I finally went to bed, was at 2 in the morning. Hi, Mike. Boy, those donations were amazing. The coins were awesome. Did you happen to see the list of coins that they donated and auctioned off?
I sat on a couple things, but it was a lot of fun. It was definitely
there was definitely a good lot there for sure.
Oh, absolutely.
It went super smooth. I mean, it just
flawless.
Really, yeah.
It was flawless. And I actually won. I think it was lot 21 or 22, 21. And it took a long time. Hi, Starika. Long time no see. I mean, that was probably close to the end of the evening. So it went about 6 hours. GMP Coins, how are you?
Hey, GMP.
Why we're so loud.
Good to see you, George.
Good to see you, George. Yeah, there's no college football tonight.
Nope, no college football tonight, but there is a Heisman Trophy voting that they're going to be announcing pretty soon.
Yeah. Yep. Salivate Metals is with us. We got a celebrity in the chat this evening.
How you doing there, Sal?
Wow. Good to see you.
Good evening.
Yes,
hey, Mike Sleaze.
So it's on.
Biggie, Can, freaking awesome. Hey, Starika, David.
I can't wait to see how much they raised that evening for the kids.
Oh, it'll take a little while to tally, that's for sure.
Yeah.
There were some lots that they had multiples of, right? So, I mean, on paper, it shows up a certain way, and then you got to figure that there was 3 of them or 4 of them or whatever it may have been.
Also, they would win something, and then they would turn it back around and say, donate it, auction it off again. So there were several people that did it. So it was a good night.
Silver Lunatic in the house.
Hi, Silver
Lunatic. Flag City. Silver Lunatic.
City. So we're going to do some giveaways tonight.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. What are we celebrating?
At the end of the year, Christmas time, and just wanted to
give away chocolate
with us.
That's what I was going to say. Are we busting out the snacks?
Yes. How are you going to mail that? It's going to melt.
And Opus. There may be some. Well, I know that there's some silver we're going to be giving away tonight, and we are going to be giving some food, but I don't think there's any.
What's in the bag that you just grabbed, though? What's in your hands right now?
Our first.
Oh, okay. Right. Yeah.
And this is a 72-hour crisis kit.
He said snack time.
Yeah, Sal said snack time.
Snacks.
Well, see, because Sal likes to snack and slurp coffee during his stream, so
he does, and he does it so well. I don't think that's freaking awesome.
Hey, Flying Dutchman.
Anybody on
GMP says he doesn't want any broken mint sets for Christmas. What an awful gift, right?
Who said that? Oh.
GMP.
Sal says his birthday is less than a year away. It's time for a present.
Oh my gosh, did you read Kinkin's comment? He thinks they're around 3K.
That's wonderful.
That is
And
amazing.
you know what?
Great.
That's right. If we could just take a moment, Nick, that was very generous of you, because I know how much you like collecting gold, and that was a very unique, not very, rather, excuse me, it was a unique gold piece, and in a neat fractional size as well. And you were so quick to just put it right back in and auction it back off.
Thank you. I think it was more important that for the kids at Christmas time. I mean, and the video that I made is so true. I mean, some of the Christmas gifts are the best memories I have, and it lasts beyond Christmas, right?
You know what? It's true. I remember one of my favorite memories of Christmas was getting, and so I remember the house we were in, and it was just before we moved. So I had to have been right around 1980. And I remember getting like the miniature. It was about this big, and it was the Pac-Man arcade game, and you could put it on the countertop or on the table and play it. And it was just like a regular arcade game, but it was miniature. And it was Pac-Man. And to this day, I still remember getting that and what it meant to get it. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, and I mean, seriously, that my Larry Bird basketball, seriously, I probably played outside for hours, and I was always making the 3-point last, the game-winning shot, just like Larry Bird.
So I mean, now, wait a second. You were doing this in the snow or in the cold?
Well, no, I played with my down cellar. My dad put a little basketball hoop for us, and then
that's great.
That's of course, so it was, and I learned how to ride my bike in the house because I couldn't wait, on the train rails. Oryx, and we had Kellen come in and did it. So we'll wait a few minutes, but this is going to be the first giveaway kit of My Patriot Supply food, and it's got sample packs of every meal that the Patriot Supply has. So
is that for 2 people or 1 person?
Well, it all depends. Either you can share and it lasts after 72 hours, or you can keep it for yourself.
Is it a single serving though? Is it a single person?
No, it's not a single serving. I mean, these servings are huge. There's no way I could even feed my whole family. I mean, it would always have leftovers.
Yeah, that's cool.
So, yeah.
That's so cool, Biggie. I'm so glad somebody can picture that. Now at Christmas time, if you go into Walmart, they've got the similar version. It's this, the same classic arcade game style, but now they're about 3 or 4 feet tall, and you can play them. And those are really cool to see. I almost bought one time, but I just thought it would be a waste of money.
My whole entire family, we're very competitive, right? So that's what I wanted to try this year. We have a ping pong table down cellar, and that's kind of put up right now because
thanks, freaking.
Because we're doing some remodeling down here, but I'd like to get one of that dual basketball hoops that you can like a Chuck E. Cheese, how you could, and then I love
that'd be fun.
competitions.
My brother had one of those in his basement, actually.
Really?
Yep.
That is very cool. Very cool. I can put down a pound of chocolate. Mr. Marmello.
Hey, Mr. Marmello, Deadhead Coins.
Yeah, so it was a good night that we had over there, and Gunny and Can, I mean, they really did a great job. I mean, they were up for a long time. They kept it moving, and there was no, not many breaks. I mean, it was bam, bam, bam. There was just a lot to get through.
I like to bust Gunny's chops, but I mean, honestly, you couldn't have somebody better in charge for something like that. He really takes command of it, and with with those guys, it was so seamless. I mean, like when looking back on it, I mean, as much fun as it is, we get together like that a lot, right? But what struck me the most was, for as big as it was and as long as it went, how seamless it was the whole time. The whole time.
There was a consistently good amount of people there. I mean, they kept a lot of people in that stream for a very long time.
Oh, we closed the stream with 46 or 48 people.
And then I believe Can still went, later.
Yeah. That's right.
So he's got, so that was amazing, and I had a good time. It was a lot of fun, and of course you had Santa there, and then and I won.
Wasn't that the best? Wasn't that the best?
He was good. He's the real thing. He's the real deal. I think he's really Santa.
I kept saying, I just kept referring to his chuckle. He had. You're right. It was the real Santa.
It is the real Santa. I mean, he's so spot on. So, yeah. And so
my kids would ask all the time when they would see multiple Santas when they were little. They're like, wait, wasn't he was just inside, like Santa's in the food court or something,
Yeah. So what did you tell them?
I would just tell them, I said, they're all celebrating the spirit of Santa Claus, so That's who Santa Claus is.
Well, see, in my area, we have what you call Santa's Village, and the kids would go there every year, and it's really all year long. But we would go during Christmas time, and they were Santa's helpers, because Santa can't be everywhere hearing what all the kids want, so he needs helpers, and then they would relay the messages to Santa. So that's
Flag City, cough it up, buddy. Galaga is my all-time favorite game. The Galaga with the Ms. Pac-Man combined. I got a great story for you when I see you. I'm going to tell you this story.
Oh, I was going to say, you can't tell us right now?
I'll tell you right now. I took my kids, speaking of my kids, I took them to the movies. They were young, probably 10 to 12 years old, somewhere in there. And we got there early for the movie. So we went over to the arcade and I started playing the Ms. Pac-Man on that double. And it's the fast Ms. Pac-Man. It's the one that moves really fast.
Yep.
I was way beyond the high score in the game. My kids are like hanging over the edge of the machine, watching the screen. I swear to God, I was in a trance, like, because the machine was moving so fast. It was just like, and I was in a trance, and all of a sudden the machine turns off, like boom, the whole thing powers off in the middle of like this spastic high score run. And everybody just like, oh my God. And my son kicked the cord on it and turned the machine off. And they thought I would be mad. And I just kind of like, I had to come out of this trance. I looked around and I'm like, oh no, okay, good. We're fine. And it was just so funny because it was just another world. That's my favorite game, that combo game. I need that one.
So what
Metal Dragon's looking at the other side of the arcade equation. He wants to know where all the 78 quarters are.
Well, I don't know. So with my Atari, you could have two people play. So seriously, aunts and uncles, and my parents, we would all get into these Pac-Man competitions. So like we'd be watching the Celtics games back in around the 80s and late 80s, early 90s. It was Celtics more so than the Patriots, believe it or not.
Mm-hmm. Of course it was, yeah.
So during halftime, hi.
Hey, Gold Aztec, how you doing? Good to see you.
See you. So we would all, whoever won would take on the other person, and then whoever had the highest score would win. So we literally did that during halftime of Celtics games. So us kids, we would let them watch the Celtics games, and then knowing that we would eventually be able to play the Atari. So Atari, I don't know if it was a 2600 or not, but I like when Toy Story came out, it was like, what toys would you think that you would like to have kept that my mom put in a yard sale or whatever?
I still have it. It's in the other room.
Yeah, I've never actually had an Atari. My first gaming system was the Nintendo NES system.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah.
GMP.
A stick, a button. That's all we needed back then. We didn't need anything.
That was your first one. My last gaming system was ColecoVision. I've never owned a gaming system after that.
My second one was the Nintendo, and my last one was the Nintendo.
I take that back. I have a Wii as well. The Wii was fun when that came out.
Yes, we still have the Wii.
Yeah, bowling, golf was a lot of fun, playing golf on that, right?
Yep. And you know what I saw that's coming out this Christmas? I want to buy for my daughter. It's Pictionary that you draw in the air. Did you see that?
Wow. No.
It's a game. You get this little tablet and you draw and somebody holds it, and then you draw in the air. And
that's pretty cool.
It's like,
I just had a great idea.
Yeah.
How about like head to head or like 2-on-2 Wii golf, like live Wii golf challenge?
I would rather do bowling or.
That's cool.
Or the dance off. What about I have the dance mat.
Of course you do.
Of course you do. It's not me. I bought it for my daughter, and then I realized,
Yeah.
You know what?
No, I have the dance mat too, so that we can do that.
That one I would rather do. So, but it tells you what steps to go on and all that stuff. And then I realized, you know what? When she was, too old for it, that's great exercise.
Oh, wow. See, this David Talent RPO, he stacks gaming systems.
Really?
Who said that?
Yeah, you see that? David, he says, I currently own the NES, SNES,
oh, I see that. Yeah.
Nintendo 64, GameCube,
Wow.
Wii U, and Switch.
Very cool.
I don't know what half those ones are, but that's
They're all Wii games. They're all Nintendo games.
Oh. Okay. Well,
starting with the original, and then every variation, like the little.
very neat. So
But
obviously,
we have the I think it's the Wii U. What's the one that you hold? It's about that big. Something like that.
I don't know.
Oh, we have a request for a dance off.
Listen, let's do it. Okay, that me and
Thank you for acknowledging my headband, Metal Dragon.
I love this. Tracksuit to follow next
I couldn't find. Okay, so what are the chances that somebody broke into my house and stole only my tracksuit? Like I can't find it.
Yeah, right. So Celebrate Metal says he had a Wii for a while. Good exercise with the boxing game.
Oh yes, I would like to acknowledge Stacking Investments that we are all big Morgan 2021 collectors. Yes, indeed.
Hi, Sarah.
All of us.
Oops.
What was that? Oh.
No, I said what I said because I'm not going to say it again. I acknowledged somebody in chat, and my computer thought I said SIRI, so it acknowledged me.
Yeah.
Tone low pants.
Yeah, V Rose has a lot of tracksuits, and he's just all of a sudden
Time out. Whoa. let's cut that rumor off right now. I have one tracksuit, and that's all I need. And that's all I need. I can't find it though. I don't know where it is, Nick.
Well, I hope you do find it, especially before next month, because seriously, I'm gonna wear a tracksuit.
Do you have a tracksuit?
Yeah.
Okay. Is it a Puma?
Those old, like Jennifer Lopez ones that I got like at Kohl's.
Adidas or Puma?
Well, I have an Adidas one too.
You need a Puma one. The Puma ones are cool, right?
Well, I want you guys to be thinking about this too. Hi, Stacking Investments. I really like that name. I'm going to ask you guys if you have any regrets into 2022 about what you've done as far as collecting or stacking as well. And what are your goals in 2023? And don't say buy more 2021 Morgans.
Oh, that goes without saying, but that's a good question. I have to give that a little bit of thought. Well,
at the end of the year, reflect on what you purchased and.
Well, I mean, one of my regrets. I don't know. My 2023 goals. I actually already kind of made something on that, and I do want to get a couple of the Britannias, 2 of each for the type 1, type 2, and a few of the bullion silver coins for 2023. That so far is my goal. And then, of course, to accumulate a little bit more gold.
I got the 2022 Britannias already.
Oh, you do? Oh, do you?
Yeah. Richard Simmons.
I regret not having my tracksuit ready ahead of time.
I don't know. I think I kind of I said in February I was going to boycott the Mint, and I stuck to that. I haven't purchased anything from the Mint this year. I don't know if I'm going to continue.
Oh wow! Oh my God! May I make an observation?
What?
SW, you ready for this?
What?
I'm ready.
People in chat, are you ready for this?
Huh?
Do you know? I'm going to create a timeline for you. Are you ready?
Oh, your precious metals. Good evening. What?
February is the month that comes right after January.
Yep. Normally.
Good. All right, we've established that. Good.
Yep.
Follow.
Wow.
Come along, Nick. January of 2022. SW, tell us what happened in January of 2022.
In January of 2022?
Yeah, think back to the early part. Probably no later than the 8th.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
January, huh?
I'll tell you what happened.
Yeah, tell me.
That is exactly when the very last of the 2021 Morgans were available. Nick, don't pass out. Were available.
Who cares?
Yes, David, by the way, I'm with you on that one. Long live the king. I got a chuckle out of you, Nick. That's good. That was the last, and it was the 8th of January that you could get the 2021 Morgans, after all the fervor, after all the delays, after all the hype and the disappointment, everybody still had a chance. You know how many I got during the course of 2021? None. You know how many I got between Christmas and January 8th?
Oh, I got a lot.
14, Nick.
Wow. Yeah, you
And
know,
Nick,
I gotta.
Nick is mad. Nick wrote the Nick off in February after
Yeah.
all her efforts failed to get the
I
2021s.
wrote
And
the
then she turned on the 2021s.
I
And-
wrote
Like some
February. And I
child that wasn't behaving and said, "Get out of here. I don't care about the
And-
2021s. I don't care about the
really
mint.
don't care about them.
Yeah.
None of it."
Before they were
And now
re-released,
you
in December-
understand where this hatred comes for the 2021s.
No.
I
Before-
rest my case.
No.
before they were re-released in December of 21,
Cares
I
about-
only had I had 7 CCs and I
Nick,
had 3
control
peace
us.
dollars. And then in December of 2021, I was able to get the old privy mark, a extra P no no mint mark, and a San Francisco. I bought all of those in December of 2021.
Okay, I'm losing
Yeah,
this
see?
because I really couldn't give a crap about what you have for Morgans or anybody has for Morgans.
Patrick Johnson says, who cares? Yes. Who remembers that bit? Who remembers that bit from Saturday Night Live? She would say, "So what? Who cares?"
So what? Who cares? So what? Who cares? That's the thing. Sorry, SW, but hey, I see there's a lot of January birthdays. I turn 45 in January on a very special day, no less. I get a parade for my birthday every 4 years. Guess what date it is?
Inauguration day.
Yes! Or have I already told you that?
No, I just guessed it.
Yep.
That's what makes sense.
Yep. And sometimes they have it for the president, and sometimes I just say it's my parade. Or I was, told it was my parade when I was little.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it is kind of cool. And I see there's a lot of so I think I did well this year. I think that I'm just going to continue doing more gold and just continue. Happy birthday. Thank you. Thank you guys.
No, Silver Patriot. I am running from Janet Yellen, not chasing her. Sorry. And Janet Yellen had nothing to do with it back then.
So what did you get this year, Nick? Did you get anything at all from the mint or no?
No, I really didn't.
So you've been collecting gold for how long? Because I know you kind of enlightened me on, a couple opportunities later in the year. How long were you collecting gold for this year?
Since January.
Nice.
I mean, I've always, tried
Yeah,
to
but almost like where you were dedicated to
dedicated to it when I started realizing that if I stopped buying so much silver at these high premiums, I could start saving my money and afford gold.
Mhm.
And I'm not just talking grams. I'm talking, 1/10, 1/4. And then,
Yeah.
and that was, hi, Robert.
Hey, Robert.
Good to see you. So, I mean, and then other little things too that I didn't buy as much throughout the month. I mean, I was able to afford it easily, and people don't think that they can, but it takes discipline, and go
Yes.
down things. And then some pieces that I really liked, like I think I just purchased a couple things in Stormy's auction the other evening. I got this like Marilyn Monroe icon coin, and it's really cool. So
Yeah.
I meant to bring that down here too to show. So I just get the stuff that I really want and then save my money throughout the month.
That's perfect.
Yep.
And it's rewarding, right? Because you're working towards a goal, and then you actually have something tangible, actual physical.
Yeah.
And that's like you didn't get some little trinket from the gift shop. You actually have a piece of precious metal.
Right.
You have gold in your hand. So to actually hold it and see it and understand that your discipline, paid off, it's rewarding. It is. Good for you.
Yeah. And I mean, I think that's a smart way to look at it because, and I've been saying that for a while, when a lot of people say they can't afford gold, well, if you stack a lot of silver, you can absolutely afford gold, just buy less silver.
And Stormy did say that he's been saying that for a while too, that, gold is where it's at as far as stacking right now. He's been saying that for a while as well.
Well, gold's been collected for thousands and thousands of years, right? The Egyptians, the Mayans, there's a reason why the Europeans left their homeland to come to this land, and it's in search of gold, right?
I did learn though, probably something that I really like the pre-1933 gold. I really like it. But
There's a lot of counterfeit stuff out there. You have to be very knowledgeable of what you're buying.
Well, the couple things that I purchased were they were graded in a PCGS, so I knew that it was real. But it's a harder sell than just your American Gold Eagle.
When you say, what do you mean to convert back to cash?
You have the numismatic value and along with the gold value. So it's going to take a certain type of collector.
Right. So yeah, I see what you're saying.
So it's not as I can't. Look like an over. Oh, and here we see silver wolverine. So you're limited as far as.
I've been working hard, Empire. Trying to pay the man.
Yeah.
Either that or it's what was that song by Olivia Newton-John?
Check out Silver Wolverine on camera right here. Hold on.
I know. I think that he should give us a face reveal.
Empire called it face reveal.
Yep.
Yeah. That's not happening.
Yeah,
this is the Mr. Wilson is the best you're gonna get.
That's what was that from? That was from Tool Time.
That was from Home Improvement, Mr. Wilson. Yeah.
Yes, gold does have higher premiums, but I still feel like with the higher premiums on the gold, that I'll still make that back more than I would on silver. I think I'm going to lose it on silver, whereas in the gold.
I didn't know you were from Montana, SW.
No, Montana? I think it's Michigan.
Sal said you were from Montana.
Yep, I'm from Montana. There you go.
Tim the Toolman.
Come to Montana.
I know, Sal. I'm just teasing him. I know. I'm just pulling his leg. I know he's from Michigan. Hey, Rocky.
Flash dance.
I had a couple of cool, however you want, like insignia interact. Today I seen this guy had this giant F450 parked next to my little Silverado. I couldn't believe how giant this guy's pickup truck was. And as I walked to it, like right at my eye level was the door handle. And there was a big Michigan M right above the door handle. I saw that. And then I was stopped at a traffic light, and the guy in the turn left lane here in Florida, there's a turn left lane, and he's got this like biker gang vest on with the rockers on the back. And I'm like, oh, what gang is this guy in? And it said Marines across the back. And I'm like, oh, he's in the toughest gang there is. And I pulled up alongside him, and he customized his motorcycle to have the big Marine Corps emblem. I don't know how to refer to it. I apologize if I'm not referring to it probably, but right on the gas tank. And I just looked at him. I'm like, hey man, do you mind if I take a picture of that? And he goes, go right ahead. So I did. And I sent it to Gunny to take a look at. It was pretty cool, man.
Rose, it's another YouTube channel that he said that you look like.
Yeah.
Overtaxed taxpayer. And he says you look like him.
Yeah, the overtaxed taxpayer, he's big into politics. So what he does is he does streams from his car in the morning sometimes, or a lot of times. And
does he wear a headband?
And while he's driving to work, sipping his coffee, he's talking about politics.
You didn't want to hear me in the truck this morning, I'll tell you that.
Why?
I left my glasses at the bank yesterday, my eyeglasses, because I was asking for a bunch of quarters, like straps of dollars, to go through. And I left my glasses there, and I went back, and they had already closed, and I could see them sitting on the counter. So I saw that they opened at 8:30 this morning, and I got up at freaking 7:30, went all the way down, was the first one in the drive-through, and the tube. So she made me go back up and go in the other line behind this other lady, and it took 25 minutes.
Holy cow.
Yeah, I was mad.
So I think that you should do a face reveal because, Stormy came out of time for Silver Wolverine to come out of the closet.
Is it rude if I tell Stormy to shut up?
Yes, I'm a little bit rude. Nope. Now we should have a face reveal. Gosh,
well, we're not going there.
Works. I asked her, I said, can you just throw them out the front door and I'll pick them up off the sidewalk? None of it.
Because I did.
Joe Durbin in the house.
Joe Durbin. So that reminds me, tomorrow evening, we're having a special on Diane's cabin, and us three girls are going to get together for a
Shroom Day
special.
Raise my hands. There you go.
Day.
I rose my hand. So yeah.
I'm thinking about your shroom day.
He might be a midget. Can I say that on YouTube?
Who?
Might be a midget, not be able to reach the camera.
Get a stool.
So I showed you my hands, which I show a lot. Now do you want me to show you my feet too?
So
No.
true, Metal Dragon. I left, just I couldn't do anything about it. So I did get over it. Head, shoulders, knees, and
Yeah.
That's funny.
Oh
That's so funny.
my gosh. V Rose, what you having to drink tonight?
Apple juice.
Apple juice.
Yes, we love it when V Rose hits the apple juice. the fermented apple juice. Hi, Mark.
Pull your feet.
Huh?
Show those eagle claws.
No.
So, Nick, you didn't finish your story. Gold, what else? Did you get anything else that was cool this year? What'd you get this year?
Huh?
What'd you get that was cool this year?
Gold.
Hey, silver hair.
Gold and a couple Marilyn Monroe on precious metals. I bought 2 of them because they're really cool. I think I bought a couple other things from really pretty much on the Durbans. Of course, Walking Liberties, because that's what I really like and I collect is the Walking. Hi, Victoria, is Walking Liberties, and I am very close to completing a very nice set.
Hi, Victoria.
And I always get those from the Joe Durbin's auctions with Diane, and then Empire Precious Metals. So those are the only auctions I visit. I have visited them pretty much this past year.
It's cool.
I have a question.
Yeah. Thank you for coming
Speaking
in.
of Joe Durbin, I have the proof sets, the that we get in those yellow envelopes, and occasionally I'll go through them because they're way in the back of my safe, and I don't look at them often. But I went through them, and I have, I think it's I'll have to go back and I can't remember if it's a 60 or 61, but evidently, like there's these little glow in the dark green pennies are really hot right now. You like the pennies that are toning like this really like cool green, and I have one of those in the packaging. So my question is do I break it out?
Oh.
Or do we leave it in? Why did you say it like that? That's tough.
Oh no! I was looking at the chat. First of all, my story.
Oh, you made it sound like I pulled the carpet out from underneath your feet. You're like, oh, that's where we're going with this?
There was a question in the chat that I don't really want to fight over tonight, but
I saw that right off, and I will say Georgia.
And I'll say Michigan.
Robert.
What was the question?
The question is which are not playing in the first game, by the way, but hopefully I'm hopefully they both make it there.
And Georgia will whip Michigan's.
Are they set to play each other? Is that what you're talking about?
No, not yet. We still got to get past another game first.
Okay, let me ask you this: who's ranked higher than the other?
Georgia's number 1.
Michigan's number 2.
That's why I'm asking.
Yeah,
Michigan's number 2.
Georgia is number 1.
Well, that's what you would expect in a championship game, right? You want the 2 best teams.
Yeah. So Georgia's going to be playing the. I'm gonna be nice and just say the Buckeyes in the first round, and then Michigan's playing TCU.
Yeah.
And then if Michigan and Georgia both win, then they go to the national title game on January the 9th.
No, I don't think so, Metal Dragon. So I got a box of, for the first time in forever, that I was able to order a box of quarters. And
wait a second. What did you just say?
Huh?
Back up like 2 or 3 sentences. What did you say?
Me?
Yeah, just now.
Went to the bank?
I was able to order a box of quarters.
Before that, did you say I have to boss up?
No.
Oh, okay.
Consultants, congratulations. Ware County Gators won the state championship in Georgia, which is the high school my husband went to. And I was down there in Waycross, Georgia for a long time as well. So congratulations to those Ware County Gators down there in the Okefenokee Swamp.
Okay.
I got a box of quarters for the first time I was able to get in I don't know how long, and it was of 1 quarter. The anime wong.
I told you what to do with those.
Yes, you did. but I don't know. I started looking; they're not as selling as much as they had been on eBay.
You know, can I say something real quick now that you mentioned that?
Sure.
I just have a feeling that in the next year or two, I don't know if it's going to be next year or the year after, but I feel there's going to be a low mintage year similar to 2009 because of how many because of how many coins have been produced over the last year since 2020.
Hey, Gen X.
I think banks at some point are going to be swamped with coins, and I think that there could be a low mintage year. So I'm going to start picking up boxes of new coins and just holding on to them until we know mintage numbers.
Yeah, but then what do you do with them once you do know? You still hang on to them though, right? I mean, you don't sell them once you get them.
Well, I mean, you could hold on to them, or you could take them back to the bank, or you can open them up, look for errors, or whatever the case. You know.
Yeah, I'm kind of with Gen X on that one though, because I started looking on eBay, and by the time you have your eBay fees and all that, you're making what, about a couple bucks a roll? Is it really worth it? And then when you think about it, a whole box.
Well, 2009s were going for big money. I mean, not just small but money. I mean, they were going. You could get a roll of dimes. Were going for like, I don't know, $20 a roll or something like that. They were going for a huge amount of money.
Yeah, and Celebrate Metals also said SW puts them into circulation, and we do have a couple that he did not spend that we're going to be giving away tonight. Hi, Kathy.
Hey, Kathy. Hey, Nick.
Give away tonight. What?
Do you want to do, like, at the top of the hour, do your first trivia question?
Sure, let's do it. What time is it now?
At the top of the hour, in a few more minutes.
Yeah, we will. Sure.
Okay. And then I have a question. I was going to do a video, but it'll be fun to just ask the folks that we have here in chat. So, and I would like, I would like Joe's feedback as well, because, I value his opinion regarding, hey, Stacking Surfer. So I opened, I told you about this, Nick. I opened way back in whenever it was, January, February, when I got the Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco Maya Angelou set from the Mint. I opened the one box when people started talking about that nesting eagle variety that had immediately surfaced, right? So I said, oh, wow, that's cool. But I opened mine more out of curiosity to see what the packaging looked like, right? What the rolls look like and stuff. And when it was open, I happened to look at the Philadelphia roll, and lo and behold, there it is. I had that nesting eagle as one of the enders on the roll. So I said, oh, how interesting. So I looked at the other side of the roll, and I looked at it under magnification. And, what could I could ask for more than what I'd already found. Who cares? But I'm telling you, there's a double earring on the other side of the roll. So what do I do? Do I open the roll and search the roll? Do I keep it intact? Do I open the roll and replace? If I open the roll, I have to replace the P roll to keep my set complete, right?
I suggested opening it.
Opening it, or do I open it just to search, or do I open it to send off for grading, sell the whole roll? And that was my last option, Metal Dragon. Do I sell the roll as intact with those two as enders? Flying Dutchman, here we go. I like the feedbacks. Flying Dutchman says open and search it.
How much are they going for, as an ender find?
Right. See, Metal Dragon saying let people gamble. And I mentioned that to Nick, and she used that exact word for the reason why she wouldn't want it. She doesn't like to gamble that way. And I appreciate that. But you're right. You're so right. I think people would do that. Where'd Joe go? I'd like to know what Joe thinks. Exactly, Mark B. That's what I had ultimately concluded for myself from a logical standpoint, because it's not like I'm trying to replace the S roll and I got to go out and pay $200 for it. It's a P roll, and I can get them for about $50 with the D roll, I
think to open it, then you'll never ever wonder if you made the right decision. Right.
And I sure would love to send off that one for grading. I mean, if it grades high, I mean, it's not like I got it out of a bank sealed roll where it went to Brinks or Loomis. This came right from the Mint. So it's not, how butchered could it be, from a circulation standpoint. Stacking Investments, that's the only one I opened. I have 3 complete sets of the PDS, all 5 of the first issues, 3 complete sets, but that was the only one I opened because I was so curious.
Thank you,
Sal. Thanks for coming in.
Appreciate you very much. Thank you.
Nick, give me 1 second while people put that in there. I have to go get my cord. I don't want to lose you on the laptop. I'll be right back.
Okay. So I would suggest, I think he should open it. What do you think?
I would. I would test. Well, I mean, it depends on. I mean, if he's trying to make money on it, I mean, I would test the market and see what they would offer for the enders as a sealed roll.
Yes, but there might be more money inside the roll that you don't know about.
There could be, but then if you open it up and there's not, then you could have got more money for the sealed roll.
Yeah, still.
So either way,
Okay.
yeah.
I hear you guys. I'm plugged in. I hear you guys. And I heard you as I was walking away.
Gen X has.
And I was going to answer the question that Gen X just put on the screen. I see it. Joe, what did you say? Joe's just laughing. What did he say? Did he say anything?
Yeah. Is your goal to make as much money on it, or is your goal?
He's right. Joe's right.
The goal?
Joe's right. So Coin Crew did a video on a NGC graded variety that came back MS68, and it sold for over $1,800. So even if that's the only one I find and I send it off, and to me, I got it in the mint set, so it's not quite 25 cents. It's really 2.5 times that. I probably paid 62 cents for that quarter, but I'm into it for 62 cents face, right? I would take a gamble, like Joe said, play, right? Send it in for 30, 40 bucks and see what it comes back at.
Yeah.
I don't know. What did you say? What do you do?
What did you say? Me?
How much could they buy an ender like that for? A roll?
Well, that's the question, right? So that's what I would be looking into, is what they would be going for with the ender as a sealed roll.
Interesting. Yeah.
That's what Joe Dermer said. Right. Look what people paid for W quarter enders.
Was it a lot? I'm not aware. Probably.
Oh boy, that's a good question, Victoria.
Hey, AG Stacker.
How are you, AG Stacker?
So what did you get this year, SW? For metals, for coins?
Yeah.
Oh, I bought a bunch of stuff from, I mean, not a lot, but I bought some stuff from the United. I mean, I bought all the PD&S sets from the United States Mint, as much as I could get, except for when the first ones came out, the Maya Angelou. I was a little skeptical on them at first, so I only enrolled for 3, but then on drop day, I ended up buying a 4th one. So I have 4 of those. I opened 1 box, but I didn't open any of the rolls. However, I think the P roll broke on its own. So I have that. Then I bought 5 of the Sally Ride PD&S sets, but then of course I opened. She's got one in her hand. So the one, yeah, I just sent her that one, and that one is the S roll that I put in circulation. And I sent her the P and the D roll out of that box. And I sent her a couple of the S coins that didn't make it into circulation. Plus, I gave her the S wrapper that I opened.
Thanks, Metal Dragon. So Metal Dragon's putting up that the MS66 is only $70. So I'm curious what the MS67 is, if there is one out there, and where does that fall between 70 and 1800? Is it 80? Is it 120? Is it 500? Holy smokes, Chad, how do you? Wolf, Schlegenstein, Hausen, Bergerdorf. I actually said that right.
Victoria, I don't know where Mr. Doughboy is, but I saw him yesterday, and but yes.
Hopefully it'll pop up.
So here.
Beautiful.
We're going to be giving one of these away. I can hear an echo.
Not me.
It's not me.
Not me.
Oops, it's upside down.
Go full screen.
So we're going to be giving one of these away this evening as well.
So what else did you get, SW?
So then I got those. I got the complete set, and of course, as the year went on, they limited how many you can get of the PD and S rolls. I did buy 3 of the Privy Mark Negro League baseball coins, or two of those, and then 3 of the congratulations set, which I sent out to NGC and got hammered on because they all came back 69s.
You did do a video on that today on those coins, didn't you?
Well, I did do a video on. So the United States Mint said that you have until December the 28th to order any of the commemoratives from this year, or then they'll be not for sale anymore. But one thing that I found was the Purple Heart commemorative, the colorized Purple Heart coin. The United States Mint sold 2 more than the 25,000 of the product limit. So we don't know if that's a error on their part from putting that on there, or maybe they had some returns that they haven't factored in and removed.
Counted for the right way.
Right, but it's currently listed on their December 4th sales that they sold 25,002 with a product limit of 25,000.
Yeah. Maybe somebody was cleaning out the desk drawer for the end of the year and like, oh wait, I got 2 more.
Yeah.
So did you get one of those or no?
No, I chose to not buy that one, although I'm not a flipper, but I mean, if you are a flipper, that's the hot one to have.
Yeah, I didn't buy anything from the Mint to flip. Oh, I take that back. So I bought all of the PDS quarters, and I try to buy everything in triplicate, so I have something for each of my kids, even though they probably have no interest in it, but I don't know. So at any rate, but with the Sally Rye, that was the second issue. That was when you could still get 5. I got 5, and I kept 3, and I sold 2 as one listing together on eBay, and I got a very handsome.
Yeah, those were going. I think early on, those were going for about $300 to $400 a box.
I got $475 for the 2 together, and that pretty much paid for all my quarters all year long. It paid for all my quarters.
Yeah. I bought 5. I still have 4 sealed boxes. I didn't sell any of mine. And then, of course, I put the 1 into circulation, the 1S roll, and Nick is sitting there with one of them in her hands.
Mm-hmm. I did buy a lot of Mint stuff, and I just, I don't know. I wanted to have it. I bought all of the Silver Eagles in each of the finishes. I bought only the proof women quarters in the sets. I didn't buy the regular uncirculated if they even had one. I did get a 1/2 ounce gold proof, which was a limited vintage of 2000, and that's why I bought that one. That was a tough pill to swallow, but I tell you what, I love looking at it.
So Gen X says he's going to buy only the Morgans next year. I'm curious to know if he's going to buy all of them, or is there just a certain? Are you going to buy the proofs or the BU?
Rocky, I sure would love to help you. The extra 2 I had of Sally Ride, I was able to sell them way back in March when they came out. The 3 that I have they help complete my sets.
Yeah, I'm probably not going to buy anything from the Mint next year, except I'm going to stay on the PD and S quarters. And speaking of the PD and S quarters, the enrollments or the subscriptions, which they call them now, the last time I looked, they're at about 700 as far as the subscriptions, how many are left available. So I think those within the next, probably 2 months or so, we're probably going to be all filled up.
Let me ask you, have they released any mintage figures for those for the coming year?
Mintage figures for next year? Yeah, I did a video on it. Well, the cap for 2023, you mean? What they're capping them at?
Yeah, and then also for the S, is the S exclusive to the set only, or will they change how you can get those then as well?
No. So the S is only going to be in the PDNS set. I thought that they would have brought back the bag and the 40 coin roll, but they didn't.
They would never get rid of the other quarters.
True. Yeah.
Hi, Shimpy.
Hi, Shimpy. Let me see. We're almost to the top of the hour.
Mhm. So what's your first giveaway going to be? Let everybody get excited about it.
We're going to be doing the My Patriot Supply 72-hour crisis kit.
And what's in there? Sardine sandwiches?
No, there's like chicken and rice, rice and beans, and macaroni and cheese, and all kinds of good stuff.
Is there ice cream in there?
Yes.
No, there's not.
No, but you can get the ice cream from this company. But this is just really good. Gives you a sample of all the particular meals. And I've talked about this throughout the year.
Yeah, I remember you showing it. Yeah.
Big salad. Yes, and the mayo as well. And it should be still good.
Nick, I wish somebody could take a screen grab right now. You look like a spokeswoman for that brand, the way you're holding it right now.
Well,
Yep.
well, and the reason why I'm doing this is because I am not a spokesperson for this company, but I have thought I would give some away because I have been very impressed with this company. The food's good and it stays on your shelf and it will last
That's very
for
cool.
30 years.
So how do you prepare something like that? I'm unfamiliar with it. Do you just like, I mean, I hate to make it sound so silly, but do you just like add water to it? What do you do to make
water
it?
to it, and that is it.
Oh, and then heat it? You have to heat it?
You don't have to. You can just add the water.
It's an elf. Elf off the shelf. What's going on, Paulie?
Well, he's got black. Yeah.
I just got home from shopping. What is going on? Let me see.
I try to stay away from shopping.
Well, that's why we have
Oh, man.
What's going on, Paulie?
it won't last.
Not much. How are yous?
Good. How's the weather treating you? Cold?
No, actually fairly decent. 34-ish probably right now. It's not snowing. It's not raining. It's not hailing. It's not sleeting. It's not a tornado. It's not 95 degrees.
Yeah, here's something to kill you with.
What do you got?
Don't need
The high today was 87, and right now it's still 81.
Hey, Nick, I'll be right back. Florida. 2 minutes.
Okay.
You're in Florida. That's normal, right?
I know, South Florida. Yep. That's good to see you, man.
Overachiever.
Yeah, you too. I can't stay long, but I want to stop and say hello.
Yeah, it's cool. Just
And
in time.
I can't see any type of chat here. There it is.
Hey, Ernest Edwards.
Yes, it's like a jailhouse spread. You're
He
welcome.
said Johnny Knoxville. All right, chat.
What?
I usually get Frankie Avalon, George Clooney, the doctor from Melrose Place, and I'm not going to say the other one because I don't like it, and I'm ashamed of it and embarrassed.
No.
All right, so that's the first giveaway, right?
That's better.
72-hour supply.
Yes.
And so the way we're going to do it is we're going to ask a trivia question. Nick will ask the trivia question, and then everybody will have, and you'll have to determine how this will play out, Nick. So everybody will have a chance to type in the answer in chat.
Yeah.
But it's going to be a question where there's no there's no Google answer to it. So it's not like you can run off and look up the answer and come back. It has to do with Nick's stream or Nick or anybody who's been on Nick's stream. So
All right.
yeah, it'll be a little bit more challenging. And then Nick, how do you want to do it? Is it the first one? Is it
It's the first
do
one.
you want to just to make it like random? Do it like how Ida does it? Like just says the fifth one, the third one, the
I
second
think
one.
the first one. We'll do the first one.
Okay. All right, cool. Just so we know.
And then if we have several tonight, so we're going to give away the quarter. And
Yeah, so there'll be more, right? There's just, this isn't the only one.
Right, silver round. So, yes. I forgot what the first question was.
I've got a question. I
It's in the
missed it.
private.
I missed it. What's with the sweatband?
Listen, I was going to wear a tracksuit last time we were on, and I forgot.
You should have. You should have.
So,
Like
well,
a
no,
tracksuit, right?
bro, listen, I think somebody broke in my house and stole my tracksuit. It's the only thing that's missing, but it's still
That's
missing.
not a bad thing. That's not a bad thing.
Well,
It's not
if
a
you
bad
only
thing.
seen it, you would. I got a great. I can't tell the story.
Is it purple? Is there any purple in
No,
it?
it's nice. It's
Like teal? Is it teal?
no, it's black and white. Listen,
No,
I got a great tracksuit.
Adidas.
A great tracksuit story, but I can't tell it in front of the ladies.
All
But
right.
me and my
All right.
friend
Well,
almost came up with our own line of tracksuits for special occasion to wear, like when you're going out with the fellas. And it was a special brand, and it was meant to perform a certain way. But
Did you just say? I'm sorry, I was kind of tuning you out a
well,
little.
listen, like when you're playing tennis, you want your tennis shorts to perform a certain way, right?
Oh, okay.
Whereas when you're playing golf, maybe your golf slacks have to perform a certain way.
Okay.
yes.
Tracksuit had to perform a certain way when you went out with the fellas to certain places.
Okay. Can we move
All right.
on? We're gonna move.
Exactly, precisely, Gen X.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
I was thinking maybe he was more in like a let's get physical type of video back in the 80s or something.
God bless John Travolta.
He
And-
wasn't in that video.
And
What's that guy?
he's Olivia Newton-John.
Richard Simmons, right?
Simmons.
Don't make me
Sweating the
take the
old-
shorts out.
Because he
Do it.
Right. That's right, can't.
Do it.
I know, yes, that's right, kid.
People will start throwing up though. You come out with them Richard Simmons shorts, dog. People will start
Okay.
throwing up.
So what was my first bike? Go.
All right. Nick just jumped right in the pool. That's the first trivia question. Ready, set, go. What was Nick's
What's a Spindex?
first bike before her 10-speed? Ready,
None
set,
of
go.
us on here can answer it.
Type it in chat.
I can't answer it. I can't type.
No, no,
The panel can't.
no. And I already know Polly knows, but in case you don't, it's in the private chat, but I know you know it.
I think we already got the answer.
It's not grapes.
We've already got the answer.
Oh my God. Can you imagine Nick
Yeah,
jumping
the
in mongoose?
answer's there.
Where's the
answer's
whole
there.
answer? Gen X collectible. Shimpy, you were so close.
Oh, Gen X
You were
got it?
so close.
I can't see. You know.
Was it Gen X? Let's see.
Shimpy typed in strawberry and
Oh.
left the shortcake off, and then Gen X gave us the entire
Well, was
answer.
it was
which
it
is
a Schwinn? Was it a Schwinn?
strawberry? No, the answer is strawberry shortcake. Right? That's
All
the
right.
answer.
All
Strawberry
right.
shortcake, like because I was obsessed with strawberry.
Yeah, I don't
shortcake.
see any of that.
Go to private
But
chat.
I'll. But I
Oh,
clicked
you
it
know
and
what?
there's
He wasn't in here. You know what? You
Yeah,
have to be
I
in
wasn't
it.
here.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
All right, I gotcha.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
trust
right.
Shimpy.
I forgot.
I trust the answer's
Well,
There's
correct.
going to be more, Shimpy. There's going to be more trivia questions.
Yes.
He said a dino. David, who are you? This is great. This is funny stuff.
And I think I have Gen X.
You remember Can? Do you remember Kuwahara? Remember those ones? Kuwahara?
Dude. Huh?
The Kuwahara BMX bikes.
No.
Of course, you're not going to remember. Can knows what I'm talking about.
There you go, Polly.
I
The
bet
other two
David
answers
knows.
are in
David
there.
knows.
What's that?
I was telling Polly that I just put the other two answers in the private chat so we can see.
Oh
them.
yeah. Yeah, we do have another. Let me see.
Yeah, but okay. So why don't you announce when you want to do that one?
Want to do another one right now? Because I think it's fun giving stuff away.
You're gonna run out of stuff to give away.
I got a whole bunch of stuff. So Wolverine sent a lot of stuff to give away. So we're gonna give away. We'll give away the Buffalo Silver Round, and we'll do the Silver Wolverine question.
That's a golden statement.
Hey, Jack,
Buffalo
how you
Silver
doing,
Round.
buddy?
Okay, so
Banana seat. I think it did have banana seat.
yes, and you can't answer this one either, Polly.
All right. Well, Nick, but why don't you put it like do it how everybody else does it? Like type it in the chat, and then
You know how everybody else does it.
well, it's you just kind of came out of nowhere with the question.
Right.
Yeah, and that makes it funner because you better be paying attention.
If people are excited about it,
Just don't type. Okay. You want to type it in, B Rose? You can type it in.
it's not going to show up in yellow though, like yours does.
No. So I'll announce I'm going to ask the question.
All right, that's perfect.
Okay, you want to wait 5 seconds in between or?
Just as long as people know you're about to ask, that's fine.
I'm about to ask. So
Wait a second. Time
Oh, is
out.
this a test or are you actually about to ask?
Gen X collectible asked for his prize to be sent to Shimpy, and that's very sweet.
Yes, absolutely. Shimpy,
That's nice. Yep.
that is very nice. If Shimpy will email me her address. But what has Silver Wolverine affectionately called Fenway?
That's the next question. Type your answer in.
Affectionately.
It's a term of endearment.
Yes.
Uh-oh, we lost him. He's got to get a refill.
He's got to get some more apple juice.
Back.
Right here,
That
I
was
just
quick.
adjusting.
That was
I was
quick.
adjusting my headband. I was fixing
I
my
don't
headband.
forget. I don't forget what happens when the camera goes black.
I was fixing my headband, dog.
Yeah.
I got to keep mine on. Look at this. Whew. I need a haircut.
Were you working or were you out hunting or something?
No, I went out and we finished up some
Oh,
Christmas
yeah, you
shopping.
said shopping,
We actually
right.
went down towards Silver Wolverine. We went to Great Lakes Crossing is where we were.
Oh, okay. That's a pretty
Yep,
big
yep, yep.
place.
My brother lives right behind it.
Attention to the chat.
I am. I
Yeah,
haven't
I'm
seen the
watching.
answer
I'm
yet.
watching. I'm watching.
I haven't-
Nobody
Although
said
there
it
are
yet.
some good answers.
I mean,
Yeah.
Gen X
What
is
if-
close, but
If
not.
nobody gets it, what do you want to do?
I'll
Are
answer
you guys near Ann Arbor at all?
I love Ann
I'm
Arbor.
nowhere near
That's-
it. That's 3.5 hours.
I'm
I
probably.
think I
there.
mentioned it to you before, SW. Mr.
Yeah.
Monahan, who started Ave Maria up there, moved the university down here to where I'm at in Florida. And he still owns Domino Farms up there, which is in Ann Arbor, and they do like a bunch of charity events there. But
Starts
I
with
mean,
a D.
No.
The answer starts with a D.
okay, are we giving
It's-
are we giving clues?
Now, many moons ago, I was an iron worker and I helped build a section to the
Pee-wee.
University of
Pee-wee.
Michigan.
Nice.
That was
You might have to come up with
that was
something else.
18
And,
years ago.
I don't think. What is the third question? Did we have another one?
Yeah, it's in the
Duke.
chat.
Dookie hole.
It's in the
Dave
private
is-
chat.
Dave, if I could give a clue, Dave is very close.
Oh, okay. I
That's
got
the,
that.
that's the answer. Yeah, that's the answer.
Yeah, Flag City. It's a cool place. I used to deal with his personal assistant all the time, and she would send me books on the place, and she would always show the camera out her window, and there'd be bison out in the field and stuff. And they would do these big charity things at Easter and at different times of the year for underprivileged children and special needs kids and stuff. It was really cool.
Well, we haven't seen it. He called it the dump. So I'll just ask another question. And into Honor V. Rose right now, I typed it in, and I'm going to put it in the chat.
Oh, there we go.
There you
Where?
go. So here,
You type something in the chat?
I'm going to right now.
Okay, great.
Tell me when to go, V. Rose, and I'll
It's
send
your
it.
stream, girlfriend. You do it.
There you go.
Hey, Outdoors Life.
Hi,
Outdoors Life. How are you doing?
How are
Where
you?
did I go to
All right, there's your
college
next
is the
question from Nick. Where did Nick go to college?
Not Yale.
MIT.
Not Harvard and not Pitt.
University.
Ooh.
No, that was a good.
Yes, Victoria, but not correct.
That's a good.
OSU's a curse word. We don't use that word around here.
Yeah.
Boston University, no. Harvard, no.
West
Not,
Point.
not
Point.
Notre Dame, no.
no. Keep going. Not Washington State.
Hey, Dave, are you from New York by any chance? Or how'd you come up with Ithaca?
Well, are we going to take that, or do we need a full name?
I am.
Okay.
All right,
University of Bangor. Yeah, I went to Stephen King University.
Wait a second. Are we taking Flag City?
I am.
Yeah, she
Okay.
said
University of
University of Georgia.
Yeah.
We have a winner. And what was that for?
Okay. So, Flag City, I'm going to need to get your address. You can send
What was it? What was the prize? Hey, Muscle Shell. I can't see it, Nick. There's a glare on it.
I know. Because
Silva.
Nick,
Oh,
go
Silver
full
Buffalo.
screen.
Huh?
Yeah, it's a Golden State Mint Silver Buffalo.
I know
Is
my
that
wife
an
is
ounce?
so good. Huh?
Is
Yeah,
that an
she
ounce?
showed.
Yes.
Yeah.
Holy smokes, that's a big gift.
I know. We have some really good stuff. He sent us a lot of good stuff to give away. University of New Hampshire. Is there such a thing? Maybe there is.
Why wouldn't there be?
University of Michigan.
be.
Is outdoors for life in Michigan?
That I don't know.
Oh, maybe.
That I do not know.
So,
Paulie, what did you? We were talking earlier about our 2022 pickups. What do you What are your some of your more memorable pickups for 2022?
Ooh, I just got something here. Hold on a second.
Yeah, what you got?
Thank you, Flex City.
Very cool. Flag City Parts says, Nick, send it to Can for running for heroes.
I remember now. Yep, that's right. I remember that.
Can you hear that?
Wow, cool. Did you see that, Nick?
What?
He said send it to Can.
Yes, I did. Hi,
Okay,
Grace.
okay.
I
Great,
did.
Scott.
I'm writing it down right now because he wants for running for heroes. And thank you.
Okay, so this I haven't even opened, but that what's in here is. Did anybody ever see this? Knights of the
No, what is
Past.
it? What is it? It looks pretty cool.
So it's
looks
Germanium, man.
expensive.
Yeah, well, it's not terrible. I mean, they are now, but
I live in New
hold
Jersey.
on. Let me go like this.
That's right. And I bet if you told me who your friend was, I bet I would know your friend. Everybody, it's a small town, believe it or not.
Come on, don't focus on me.
There you go. Nick, make this. There you go.
If
Oh,
they have
yeah,
a
real
Supreme
cool.
Court,
Check
they have
that
a
out.
university.
Come on. Okay, so that's the 2021 Knights of the Past, right? And it comes in this fancy dancy little holder from Germanium Mint. So what's in here is the second one, which I haven't opened yet, but what I
You can
did
open it on
get-
camera?
I am, but I'm going to record it.
All right, cool. Hey, Outdoors
So
for Life, where in New Jersey?
I did buy one of these little guys here.
Nice. 10th ounce?
Yeah.
Yeah, very nice.
Pretty.
Cool.
So I wasn't gonna, but I did, and I thought that was pretty cool. And then really nothing too crazy other than this thing I can't wait to see.
Did you buy
just a
that
bunch of-
from that Empire guy?
Have you been?
No, hell no. Hell no. I got more sense than that. He's charging
Oh my gosh,
$300
it's
for
the
those
Grinch.
damn things.
Did you guys see that in the newspaper where
Hey,
this
Silverstruck. What was that, Nick?
somebody dyed their dog green to look like the Grinch? It was super cute. See, my daughter's so into the Grinch, so we have a Grinch Christmas. We have everything Grinch right now, so it's kind of cute.
I do got a tree. I do got a tree set up behind me. You just can't see
Check
it.
out those little baubles on there. That's cool.
Okay.
Hey, Outdoors for Life. I used to work in Bergen County before I moved down here. I worked in Hackensack.
I had these made, Desert Bob, but they were actually made. They're actually made for everybody's favorite.
Thank you, Shimpy, for coming in the stream.
I had them made for war nickels. I
Uh-huh.
had these things made for war nickels, right? So
Are they leather?
Yeah,
True.
they're leather, but they actually fit a 1/4 ounce of gold just perfect.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, that looks a lot better.
Oh yeah, than the war nickel. But what do? You got to have somewhere. You got to have somewhere to keep these safe, right?
Mm-hmm.
So no, I can't wait to see it. I just haven't opened it. I got it the other day, and it's just been sitting around.
Outdoors for Life. I always tell people you can't make up a name like Kinderkamak Road. I used to work right off of Route 4
Hi,
and
Jack.
Kinderkamak.
Hi, Jack Allman.
Jack Oman, how are you?
Oh,
Got it off on the gold right there, Paulie, right off the top.
I got my Nutcracker too, silver.
I like that
Wolverine.
one. I like the colors on
Wow,
that one.
sweet.
Check that out.
Hey, Gen X says he'll buy that gold from you for $50.
Which one?
He said, which one? The little one?
Which ones he want?
I don't know.
yeah.
Would you take $50 for either of them?
No. No. Hell no. Not even in a pinch. Not even in a pinch.
I've got some gold-plated $50. I'll give you all 6 of them for $50.
Any in Michigan, it's worth over $50. Oh shit.
Oh, now we got a video where Silver Patriot says 51.
I don't know what they're bidding on. The war nickel sold 55.
Yeah, I
see now.
Maybe it's a Santa
Hey,
hat. I don't know.
For 55, I'll send you 2. So now you got Nick just sitting there awfully quiet.
For $52, you get the sweatband, the headband.
Yeah, see, at 55. All right.
So what are we bidding on?
V Rose's sweatband,
Oh,
$55.
Sold. Stop the bid. Let's call it down. Call it down. Run the clock.
Run the clock for they change their mind.
Yeah, that's right. I got a white one too. I'll go get that as soon as I pack this one up.
Okay, let's see. Well, you got me in the spirit of giving. So.
Oh, somebody wants to buy. Hi, Silver Struck.
Oh,
Wants
hey
to
there,
buy-
Silver Struck.
Buy now. What would they like to buy
Thank
now?
you.
All
Outdoor
right, time out. Let's, Nick, just a minute. Outdoors for Life. That's a very sweet comment and observation. What is it about Nick that makes her appear so festive and in
Ben Polly's hat. What's up, Silverstruck?
Hey, Perry.
Well, do you want to tell them this? Do you want to tell them the story or?
No, I want to see how observant Outdoors for Life is.
Hi, Perry.
Oh, cool. Check that out. What do you got there, Polly? Looks like a little Santa Claus.
It is a Santa
Okay,
Claus.
so before I take off, which should be just a little bit longer, Nick, you can give this away on your channel. They can email me, and then I'll send it
That's
to them.
very nice of you.
Thank you. Outdoor. First of all, Silver Patriots is a very close second. His observation was that she was not wearing a headband. That's what made you festive,
Her sweater.
which is
So-
pretty funny. Okay, may I tell the story now?
You can tell the story.
After Paulie. Go ahead, Paulie. Paulie's got a cool giveaway coming up.
Okay. Well,
No, Nick can give it away. Do whatever you want to do to give it away, and whoever wins, they just email me and I'll send it to them.
how are we going to do this? How many people's
What?
in the chat? Okay. I got an idea. Okay. So I'll put a number in, and I'll put what I'm going to numbered range, and then they can do that way. And I'm going to guess a number. Hold on. Okay.
You have to write it down. You have to write it. Put it on a piece of paper.
Private chat. I'm going to put it in the private chat, and then I'll give the range. Okay.
Okay.
Okay,
There.
got you.
Okay.
I got it.
Now I'm going to put it in the thingy. Let me see.
I don't even know how many.
Yeah, I see it in chat.
And go. After my go. There you go.
So is it the first one or you do a tie?
The first one.
Okay.
We got it. We got it.
Got it. Yeah.
Jack
Gallman.
jumping Jack Gallman out of the gate with
Very
30
good.
Jumping Jack Gallman. You email me, and if you don't know the email, you have to go to my channel. If you go to my channel and you're not subscribed, hit subscribe.
Yeah, check out
Then
Paulie's
find my
email. If
email.
you're not already.
Go ahead and send me an email, and I will mail this to you.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
And
That was very nice.
and you'll get one of these as well.
That is very thoughtful. Must be sure.
Jack is a craftsman himself. He makes a leather medicine bag, so I bet you he'll really appreciate that little holder.
That's right too. That's right.
That Desert Bob made this, and he actually just did a video of how he made them on his channel. He started a YouTube channel.
Oh, he started.
he's got the
no.
yeah, so he's got a video on there on how he actually made these little guys.
That's cool. I'm going to check because I'm not on Instagram, so I'll check it out.
Okay, so now you can tell the story because
Okay, so we came up, and if anybody's familiar with StreamYard, you come up ahead of time, ahead of the live stream, and you're in what's called the green room or backstage. And Nick's sitting there fuddling with the lights, like, should I have the lights on or lights off? Lights on or lights off? And I said, Nick, turn the light off because you got the Christmas tree in the background, and it's just washing out the whole screen with the lights on. And she goes, well, I feel washed out with the light off. And I said, well, you're wearing white. Your hair's blonde. Your skin is winter white. I said, everything's washed out. So I said, why don't you go put on a red sweater so you would seem festive? And she starts rolling her eyes and getting all mad because there's only 7 minutes to go. Because there's only 7 minutes to go. And then she runs off, and Silver Wolverine immediately acknowledged that sending her off for a wardrobe change was a bad mistake. And it was too late because she was already gone. So then she comes back, and get a load of this, Paulie. She comes back. Mind you, take a look at Nick's little screen right now and look at her, right? She comes back
Look at her
with a
chair.
wet black turtleneck and sits in the chair. It looks like just a floating head. I'm like, Nick, I told you red. You came back with black. And she's rolling her eyes even harder now. I'm like, why wouldn't you just listen to my fashion recommendation in the first sense? I'm the one wearing the headband. You should be listening to me. So she ran off and then grabbed the red sweater and came back. And to very much validate that Outdoors for Life came in and told her how beautiful her red sweater
Let me tell you, though, the first sweater was
And
way
she doesn't look like a
upstairs.
floating head now, right?
But
Exactly.
the first
Like
sweater
she was telling the future or something. She's just kind of floating there like the guy from the vending from the arcade game.
Can we also give her credit that this all started at 7:55,
Yeah.
and she was back changing 2 sweaters by
Had to go upstairs for one of them. Had to go upstairs for one of them.
by
Guess-
7:58.
Hold on a second. Guess which one she had to go upstairs for? The black one. You should have just listened to me in the first place and grabbed the red one that was sitting right next to her.
The red one was.
Hey, Doughboy, we were asking about you earlier.
I don't just have a wardrobe like sitting right there because I am next to I'm in down cellar next to the laundry room. So I just changed over there because I had this one hanging on the rack.
Yeah, but you went and grabbed the black one first.
So, but yeah, the first one was like not just upstairs, but upstairs. So
The third level.
So next time you'll say,
it's not like the third level though, Polly.
Well, it is. If you're in the
What was that?
basement, then you got to
What
go
move-
upstairs. Then you got to go upstairs.
So I ran up.
It's
we
not a
don't-
basement, it's down cellar.
yeah, exactly. I've never heard it referred to like, Paulie, what was that Bruce Lee? What was the Bruce Lee movie that you had to keep going through all the levels? Remember Kareem Abdul-Jabbar was in it? You had to keep going to the next level,
I need
and then you
to
had to keep going to the next one.
That could have been a question.
That's Nick's wardrobe. That's Nick's wardrobe.
And you sit in those chairs, and it like brings you up.
And I show up in a black Santa hat, black vest, and a green Grinch sweatshirt.
Oh, Nick.
Hey, we got as my wife had some ugly ass sweater on. Like we got asked if we were going to an ugly sweater party. Hers had like this full on stitched gingerbread on the front. And here
Did
we
she
are
mean for
standing.
it to be ugly, or did somebody?
Yeah. So somebody actually
No, and it
asked-
wasn't. And it wasn't meant to be ugly. Yeah.
Oh, that's all.
So we so that's
Enter the
very
dragon.
first
Thank
thing
you, Doughboy.
we stopped
bro.
and got fuel. And then the
that like
cashier
stopping to
says,
get
"Are you
gas?
guys going to an ugly sweater party?" Yeah.
That's beautiful.
So now we're in the mall, and some of the stores were standing around just random things, and people keep coming up to us and asking us, "Well, do you know where this is? Do you know where that is?" I said, "Well, I don't know. I could probably help you find it." Well, you guys don't work here? Well, are we supposed to? Well, you guys look like you're working here. You're awfully festive. 4 different stores we went into. People were asking us where certain things were. The one guy did help, and I said, "Listen, the kids stuff is over there, and that's only because I just came from there."
Don't ask me anything else.
That's all I can tell you. And don't go this way because there's those hounds standing there with the sheets trying to get you to sign up for these damn vacations. And then you get all these damn phone calls from these people wanting you to show up here and show up there and come here to win this truck and come here to win this camper. The damn scheme. That's all that is. I walked around all that.
That's funny. Like actual clowns, like dressed up as clowns, or just like Joker clowns?
No. Just like just people wanting you to sign up for stuff.
Yeah, like hacks.
They want your email, they want your phone number, they just want to bug you constantly. And if you're one of those in here and you do that, I don't like it, but it's a job, so I'm okay with it. Shame on you, but it's a job.
At least you're earning a living. That's right. Hey, Timbo.
Yeah.
John Howe, hello. I love Doughboy's new moniker. It's Dobro. That's brilliant. That's brilliant. Who's ever watched Tobro on TV?
I don't know who that is.
Tobro?
What is the name?
He's a podiatrist. It's a whole show about him
what?
working on people's feet. Fucking gross.
The name of the channel is Paulie Buck. John
Are we going
is
to-
asking, or Jack is asking.
Oh. You could put it in the chat. Or
I can't
somebody-
type anything.
Oh. I can put it in the description.
I don't have link dropping power.
I can put. Hey Nick, I'll put it in the chat.
Thank you.
I'll put his channel link in there.
Thank you.
8675309 local police.
Yeah.
Oh,
So,
Jack has it. He found it.
Perfect.
Oh, you already have it. You have it already.
for 14 days. Thank
Somebody
you.
put it in there.
Dobro, you
okay.
need to leave it. That thing is so good.
shit.
At least to the end of the year. I love it.
I like it. Ask for
Back.
Jenny.
Jenny from the block.
Oh,
right.
Yeah.
All right. So what else you got on your agenda, Nick? You had a whole big list of stuff.
Yeah, I know. I know. I don't know now. I'm all,
Yeah, I know. I don't know now.
yeah, I don't know now.
You caught that? Yeah.
Yeah, I was thrown off.
When's
Hey, Nick,
Michigan play
can you look
next?
Hey Nick, can you look at the chat? Is that the private? They play on the 31st at 4 p.m. on Saturday, December 31st, 4 p.m. Which is
Who we
kind
got
of
to beat up on?
So it's TCU, but let me tell you this.
Okay.
It's very odd, and I think it's backwards. But no one ever accused the NCAA scheduling of being smart.
Okay.
So Georgia is playing in Georgia for their game at 8 p.m.
Right.
Michigan is traveling to Arizona to play at 4 p.m. Shouldn't the Arizona game be at 8 p.m. and the Georgia game be at 4 p.m.?
You would think so because of the time difference, right?
Yeah.
So Michigan's playing at 4, which is what? Just 1 o'clock there, right?
Yeah. Well, it depends on where, because Arizona doesn't follow the daylight savings time, so it depends on where they're at in that. But so it's either 3 or 2 hours behind.
Gotcha.
Happy birthday, Perry.
How old are you going to be, Perry? I think everybody should just stop counting at 50.
I really don't care what the times are. I just know what time I'm going to be watching Georgia. Hi, Gleason News. When?
And that
Hey,
Georgia's
Gleason.
at 8 p.m., she says, right?
Georgia game will be a bigger draw. Exactly. Absolutely.
Georgia game will
playing
probably
and they're
put me
playing
to
in
sleep
Atlanta.
peacefully.
They're going to be in Atlanta, playing, not in Athens. And hi, Dislogic. How are you? Long time no see.
Hey, that's logic.
Now I'm surprised I don't see Victoria and Dobro going at it.
Over what?
I just love to see them in the chat. They're super funny. They're super funny. So I'm just waiting to see if the Patriots are going to make the playoffs.
Hey, Richie Rich.
Rich, go Dogs! See if the Patriots are going to make the playoffs.
I don't think they're going to make the playoffs.
I think the
Yeah,
Lions will
because-
make the playoffs.
Because if they make the playoffs, Nick has a couple ounces of silver coming to her.
Exactly. And they do have a chance to make the playoffs still. They're not the worst team.
I think a lot of teams
There's a
still have
lot.
a chance.
There's a lot of bad teams that are on the bubble right now making the playoffs. The Lions are one of them, and the
They are.
Patriots are another.
Excuse me.
They are quite bad.
When the Jets are better than the Patriots, you know it's been a weird year.
But when you know the Lions can make the playoffs, that is like a really weird year.
I asked this trivia
Yeah.
question on a different stream, but I could ask it. Well, maybe we can make it a trivia question, actually.
What's that?
I was just going to ask it for fun, but maybe we can make it a trivia question.
What's the question?
Should we wait to ask it? Okay, so, well, no, if we ask it, then it's live. Then people are going to start answering.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have something to give away for a trivia question?
Yeah, I do. I do know. Yeah, I do. Let's do.
We asked this before. Now the winning answer has to have all 4 components of the answer in one.
Yeah, that's a good one. Let me get. So we'll do the 2022 proof set women's quarters.
Okay, so you understand. So in other words, there's 4 components to the answer, and they all have to be written out in one posting. You understand?
And you should
I
ask them
do.
if whoever wins it, if they want it intact or if they want her to do the famous behind the head.
I was going to ask that.
Special request only.
Huh?
That's right.
I said whoever wins it should be asked if they want it intact or if they
That's
want the
logic without the
famous
question.
behind the
That's
head
a
rock out.
Open it. Oh, okay, I could do that. Sure. Yep.
That's logic.
Okay, can I try that? Showa. Was that right?
Showa.
Did I do that right?
Sure. Flag City. I was in Ohio. I was in Columbus or close to Columbus.
Oh my God.
What?
Can I show the Tom Brady thing I sent you?
Yes, you can, because that's hilarious. But and I had a Buckeye candy, whatever that is. We had Buckeyes in the backyard. Matter of fact. Yeah.
Buckeyes are poisonous nuts.
Yeah, I didn't care for them, and I didn't like the candy either.
Okay, so even though you want to make the screen big, Nick, will we get in trouble for showing this?
I don't really know.
Okay.
For sure.
Right,
what are we showing?
Even though I'm not a Patriots fan, and I'm a fair weather Tampa Bay fan because I live in Florida and it's Tom Brady, for God's sakes, right? I am a Tom Brady fan because the guy's a competitor. So whenever anybody picks on Nick about Tom Brady, I wanted to make sure she had something to arm herself with and to send back. So here it is. Oh, it's not playing.
Can't hear it.
I know. Let me put it up. I'll get it. Are you ready?
It's a burning rainbow with Tom Brady's signature.
You're not going to show the other one?
You want the other one?
Yeah. Well, we have to. Oh, wait.
Dad, they took it all. They took the integrity. Here, it's a burning rainbow with Tom Brady's signature.
That's funny. I mean, everything he does turns to gold, so pretty much.
Funny.
Well, we saw your friend Stormy.
Here's the question. Are you ready?
Polly, huh?
Do I know the answer?
You might. You at the very least, you'll be familiar with the question. I don't know if you remembered all the answers or not.
No.
I don't remember if I remember all the answers. All right. Of all of the NFL teams, of all the present day NFL teams, which four?
Eli.
Not only have they not won a Super Bowl, they've never been to the Super Bowl. So which four teams have never been to the Super Bowl? Ready, set, go. All four answers in one post.
One of them's a no-brainer.
Eli Manning.
That one's definitely a no-brainer. I know that.
What are you doing next? Do that again?
Actually, two's a no-brainer.
I was just cheering for myself because I won the answer.
It's funny.
You missed it.
Oh, come on. Eli Manning. He's the Brady killer.
Well, yeah.
That guy will have clout for the rest of his life, and that's it.
Michael Strahan was on that team.
All right. Flag, how did you know that right off the top of your head?
From Florida. You're from Florida. Look at that.
What is it? Oh, it's a magnet.
Are you keeping up with this? Heroes?
Yeah, okay, so people are posting answers. Okay,
they have to be all in the same. They have to be all in the same post, all in the same line, all four of them.
Yeah, the way David did it, but David, no.
Jack, I saw it come across, buddy.
Yeah, but it would be the name of the team today, Metal Dragon. There it is, done. Flag City.
Flag City got it.
That's amazing.
Second win of the day. Did he win one already? Second win of the day.
He said Lions, 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 and Lions.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah.
I detect a little resentment there. That's so funny.
We kind of didn't specify that in this particular game. So
GMAP right on the heels of Flag City. In fact, you may want to refresh your screen to see who got there first, Nick.
Okay.
The Jets actually won a Super Bowl.
It was Flag City.
They beat the Colts, and the Giants have won the Super Bowl twice.
It was
The
Flag City.
Browns and Detroit was definitely two of, sorry, Gen X, sore subject.
Jersey Silver Stacker, how are you?
Hey, Jersey Silver Stacker.
So-
Jericho and Hercules prospecting. Hello.
So what are we gonna do with this? Wait. Did he say? Well, no. So what do we do?
Flag City's on fire.
I know. So
Yeah.
that's what the Super Bowl. So 3 of them. Giants. So what do I do with this?
Oh, so whoever won this, do you want
Who
set
did win?
sent to you?
Flag City parts.
So Flag City, do you want that set sent to you intact, or would you like the famous Nick's Coins crack out? Let us know in the chat.
Crack it out. Crack it out.
mean,
Crack it
I-
out.
And we're not talking about her dancing.
Cracked out. Cracked out.
Unless it was on the week, because me and Heroes are gonna do a dance off. New Year's. No, just kidding.
Yeah.
On the week.
All right, it says back to Can again.
Crack.
Throw
Okay.
that can.
Yeah, that's going for
So no cracking.
coins for a cause, and that goes to Running for Heroes. And for anybody who might not be familiar, Running for Heroes is a little 14-year-old young man. I think his name is, God, I can't remember. Is it Zachariah? I could be wrong. Can't help me out. But at any rate, he runs for fallen first responders.
Yep.
And he raises money, and I forget, it's a 14-year-old kid, and I think he's donated, Can can speak to it better, somewhere $25,000, $50,000, something like that, for families of fallen first responders. So it's definitely going to a good cause. Thanks,
Nick,
Flag City
Nick,
Parks.
check the private.
Running for here, Zachariah Cartilage. Thank you, Can.
So it's not getting cracked out.
No, but the question before his, or the thing. Okay.
What is it?
Over 300,000 he has raised. That's awesome.
Oh wow. Very good. Then I think that was a better choice than to have me open this then.
Yeah.
Better cause, and I would rather keep it intact for that.
Why are you scared, Perry? What's wrong?
All right, Nick. Well, I think it was an awesome stream. It was really fun.
Yeah.
I'm glad I was able to jump
300,000,
on.
excuse me, I stand corrected. That's amazing.
What?
Zachariah has raised over $300,000 for fallen first responders. That's incredible. He's 14 years old.
Yeah.
That is amazing.
The cupcakes look amazing.
They are. Well, I appreciate everybody coming this evening, and we have more giveaways next time. And we're gonna. What was the 1961, 62, 63? What is that?
The Giants, when the Giants went to the Super Bowl, it was letting Gen X know.
Oh, okay. Because I was going to say, if it was the Patriots, it's a heck of a lot more than that. No dancing tonight. No.
What?
No.
Hey, thanks
Maybe
for
the
joining
dance
our
off will be
Coastal
next
Life.
week.
I would have to have a few drinks in me, and I've already decided drinking and streaming doesn't mix.
Well,
Speaking-
for some.
Yeah.
Hey, Nick. Speaking of drinking, you're having a special night tomorrow night, aren't you?
Oh, Diane's Cabin. We're having a Christmas special. That's why you see the Christmas tree, and we'll have decorations and stuff. And it's just us gals getting together. I think it starts at 8.
Yep, and I'm gonna be there in the chat. I can't wait. I think it's gonna be, I don't know, but I think it's gonna be pretty exciting to see. So
Yes.
hopefully,
I will be dressed as
What time is that, Nick, and what channel?
Diane's Cabin on Diane's Cabin channel, and it's
And
going
what
to start
time?
at 8 Eastern time.
Okay.
Yep,
Ah.
and
I
I
am
will
taking
be
part
dressed as an
of-
elf on a shelf.
Like, I'm gonna do this. What Silver Heist has going on tomorrow?
Yeah, Yankee Swap.
Yeah, so I'm gonna be part of that. That's 8:00 as well.
Yeah,
so
8 or
and I
8:30.
like- You told me about that, and I
Can
like.
we get Diane's link posted so people can get
Yeah.
familiar with where the channel is? And then
Yep.
maybe
Diane,
a link to wherever what Paulie just mentioned as well, so people can kind of.
I think you had to buy in on that, right, Polly?
Yeah. So without getting, I guess, too involved in it, yeah, that's what it is. He's got a bunch of gifts sitting on a table. I think it's 17 or 20, and I think it's a $45 buy-in, and that's includes your shipping, but you don't possibly get what you choose. Somebody that's also part of the game can steal that from you. You can steal a gift from, but you don't know what they are, but they're all of good value, I guess, to put it.
Yeah, that's cool. That makes it fun.
Pretty much the value that you put in into
Exactly, and we've done it Christmas at our family stuff, stuff like that. So it just I've never done one online. I've never done one with precious metals. So
pretty much
I said,
you
what the
guys
hell?
buy a gift and you get to switch them up, but they're supposed to put the same amount of money into all the gifts in a Yankee swap. So it's going to be And sometimes people have, 1 year we had a theme like buy it on what is it? Those things that you buy from the TV. As seen on TV.
So, exactly.
Yeah. As seen on TV, we did
there's all kinds of different ways you can do it.
So many, but it's fun because you get to steal.
It is.
Yeah.
Right.
And
so that's what I got going on.
Yeah, so we'll be at Diane's Cabins channel tomorrow night for a little bit of a special and Christmas party theme type thing. So,
are you girls making are you making anything on like, are you making eggnog? Are you making gingerbread cookies? Are you doing anything like that?
Cocoa, and I can't show my thing. Yes, but there will be crafts that we have made in the past. But fun crafts and things that you have at home that you can put together. Yep. And it won't be laundry detergent.
Oh my God. It's like a door wreath made out of stinging nettle or something?
No.
Yes.
Well, I can, we could have a giveaway. I could give you some seeds for the stinging nettle.
Lip balm.
Yeah, well, yes. Yes, it's called mental balm.
Mental balm.
Yes. Don't use that one. Oh.
What?
That wasn't lip balm.
What?
Wrong one.
Okay. Hope not.
So anyway,
I should have labeled these better.
Dandelion wine. That's good. Those are good. Yeah. Remember your red sweater. No, I know. I'm gonna have to get another red sweater now because V Rose maybe put this on. I'm gonna have a wardrobe place over there.
You said that like you're mad.
I had a beautiful.
We bumped you up to the Master Dragon level. You were like a floating head 10 minutes before.
Well, I'm not gonna have this chair tomorrow either. I'll have my other chair so you can see my stuff that I got going on back here. But it wasn't a white sweater. It's a beautiful blue sweater.
For tomorrow?
No, that I had on for tonight. It was beautiful.
It was black.
It was beautiful.
The second one was black. Yeah, the second one.
Twice. So I'd get you down here. I'm like, out of breath. And then he's like, please go change again. Thank God.
No. I didn't say that. Come on.
Yeah.
Change again. Go change now, please.
All right, Nick. So we had an amazing stream. It was fun. We had a few giveaways, and 2 of them was generously given to Can.
Yes. And that
hold on a second. Wasn't there a third question? Did you do the last question? I don't even see it anymore.
What?
No, you asked it. You asked it. I got it.
Yeah, it already happened.
I forgot about the other one. Yeah, you got it.
A lot more giveaways that SW has given us, and thank you, Polly, for your giveaway as well.
Yeah, right on.
No problem.
Very nice.
No problem.
And I appreciate it.
And Jack, I did get his email, so I'll look at it after we're done here.
Good. In case Dennis sent this to Shimpy. Appreciate that. What did I miss?
Dennis has got a great suggestion for SW.
I'm short. What can I say?
Oh, well.
Get a couple books.
We heard he's a midget. He can't.
Thanks, freaking awesome.
Freaking awesome.
That's right, guys. We got a fun show coming up in less than a month. Excited to.
And I think there's a head count of like 20 going.
Well, people are starting to back out. I kind of figured that would happen, but.
Oh.
There's a lot.
There's a lot. Who's backing out? Let's call them out.
Hey, thanks, Outdoors for Life. It's just hobby stuff, but I appreciate you doing it, and I will check your channel out for sure too. Thank you very much.
Yes. If somebody could drop his link as well. Drop anybody's.
Oompa.
So he can't reach the camera, so we'll get him a stool for next time.
All right, Nick.
Okay, well,
Thanks, Nick. It was fun. Thanks for having me. See you
Yeah,
guys. Paulie,
thanks for having us.
SW.
thank
Yeah,
you.
good seeing you guys.
Everyone in
SW,
chat.
Rose, Nick.
If we don't see
Thanks,
each other
guys.
again, Happy New Year, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, whichever you want. But
See ya.
love your family and reach out to people you haven't talked to in a while and share something with someone. That's that.
Good tips.
Bye.
See you guys. Bye.